Hey everybody, Tiffany here. Thank you so much for your requests about where I've been. Sorry it's been so long since I've updated, but life has been really great. I graduated from my graduate program and graduated with my coaching certificate, and I'm starting my own business. And we're getting ready to Nightwing Zane. Tonight is our first night. So, there's just been a ton of stuff going on. Uh, so I was thinking as I was jogging the other day that, I've given a lot of updates on how Dade has done since his surgery, and I know that he's kind of been updating and blogging about how things have been going since his lower surgery, but I haven't really talked about or even really processed much because of everything that's been going on. Um, what that means for me, the fact that now my husband has a penis. And although that statement might seem funny, I know that in the trans community, y'all are nodding and going like, yeah, this makes a whole lot of sense. Um, so I think first and foremost, it's a little bit different for me than the top surgery, than chest surgery. I know I shared when he had chest surgery, um, it just felt like, yes, that's what should happen. I did not miss them at all, and I thought I would. And they were just, the testosterone had kind of transformed them into, just what they weren't, they used to be something different than what they were. That testosterone had had its way on them. And yeah, they just, Dade was a man. Dade is a man. And so it didn't seem like they should be there. And in a lot of ways, lower surgery is the same way. Um, the testosterone, had its way, just not the same beast anymore. Um, but it still is a little shocking to me to see everything and not necessarily the front package, to see penis and testicles like that. Again, it's not surprising to me because Dade's a man and it just seems like that's what should be there. So it just kind of felt like completing the picture. But what is shocking to me still and sorry, I hope that this is okay to say, but like the hole that it's just gone. Um, it's just gone. It's like it was never there. It looks completely different. There's no lips, there's no hole, there's no it's sewed up, it's gone. It's like it was never there. There's no sign of it. You would never know. And that to me is what's shocking, and not in the sense that I expected to be there, but just in the sense of like medically that we can do that. It's phenomenal to me. So, well, there's my scientific update on how I feel about Dade's lower surgery. Um, I think sexually, it really hasn't changed things for Dade and I. We really shifted in that way when we were going through. I know we've shared a lot. We had a phenomenal counselor that we saw who really helped us in this, and that was one of the pieces that she was not afraid to bring up and talk about, and had Dade tell me how he felt about our intimacy, the way that we were doing things, which was still, as two women, and how uncomfortable that was for him, and how he actually hated those moments. And so that shifted then, which was years ago at this point. um so in that way it hasn't really changed anything for us in how we do things. And the other part of it, I think, that plays into this is that, we have a toddler. So it's not like there's much happening anyway. So it just, I think, so I would say that in terms of sexually, it hasn't had this huge impact on us, negatively or positively. We've been I'll end it there. Spiritually, or just like internally, a holistic picture, like how is it for me now that, you know, uh, I think it's one of those things that I've said all along. It's like I want what's best for Dade, and I want a partner, a husband who is whole, who feels complete, who is healthy and happy and looks at his body and enjoys what he sees, or at least doesn't loathe what he sees. And that feeds into us having a better and healthy and happier relationship, you know? And so I think, honestly, I think if I was younger, I mean, I'm 40, so what I want from Dade as my partner and my husband now, um, it doesn't matter what his body parts are, you know, or what's there or what's not. It's, I love him, am attracted to him, and feel desire for him when I see him doing things like, you know, being an amazing father. It's in those moments where I fall in love with Dade. And it's when he, you know, works really hard. He gets up so early, and he comes home late, and he's working so hard to support us and our family and the choices that we're making. And it's those moments. I mean, it's the small moments, and supporting him in doing this is no different for me than like wanting to see him eat really well and wanting to see him exercise and not stress as much. Like, I know that, I don't know, it might seem funny or too simplistic, but it's really just that simple for me, and I'm not hung up on it. I'm not hung up on the body parts. And yeah, so it again, I think in the beginning of this, well, I know in the beginning of this, if we had rushed into this, I would not have been ready. I would not have had the mind space or the ability to accept it or to understand it. I guess that's it, not even accept it, but understand it. But here we are, years down the road, and then Dade was female to me, and so those body parts didn't match. Dade is male now, and all of these body parts match. So it seems like a complete, you know, it's like you finally found the end of the final puzzle piece. That's what it feels like. It feels right. It feels right. That's just it. It feels right. And so everything else just falls into place. And I don't wish for it to be different. I did have a friend ask me before the surgery, you know, like, are you sad about this? It's kind of, you know, it's the last piece of female left. And that question was so, there is no female left. That left years ago. And it just, it wasn't like, that's my like one piece of lesbian I'm holding on to, you know. It was gone. It was gone a long time ago, and I think that's what's made this work for us is I had to let that go. I had to fully embrace Dade as who he is, not who I wanted him to be. And that was the process that we had to go through to have this part of the journey all make sense and be okay. So that's my update. And I just want to thank everybody for your love and support. You guys and girls and people and humans are all just so wonderful. All right, well, cheers. Happy summer. Talk to you later.